What's going on, guys, and thank you so much for tuning in to another Kamen Rider review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Kamen Rider 01 Realizing Hopper. Let's jump right into it. And here we have the SH Figuarts Kamen Rider 01 Realizing Hopper. And when Kamen Rider kicked off with 01 for the Reiwa era, forget it. They did it with a bang. The show felt very inviting for a new audience and nostalgic at the same time for people that have been watching Kamen Rider for years. And the overall suit being a grasshopper, forget it. That was the icing on the cake. So we're gonna start the review. I'm gonna be really careful with this guy just because upon the first year of me owning him, he already broke on me. So with that, he can look upwards right about there and down quite nicely. Nice head rotation. He has those beautiful red compound eyes, translucent antennas going all the way up. And you're gonna notice these red portions throughout the suit. So top of the helmet, the chest, the hands, legs, very nice accents. Really makes the figure pop. Arms can move upwards right about here. The shoulder guards are on a hinge independent from the arm, but they do move nice and fluidly. They don't get in the way. Arms have the bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows, hands are on ball pegs. He is going to have a ball peg at the chest and one at the waist, working together, allowing him to get some pretty decent lean back action. Forward, not so much. Nice side to side as well, as you can see. The belt is an independent floating piece. And it is big. This is a big belt, but it looks super cool. Very nice details throughout it with the highlighter green/yellow coloration, silvers and reds as well. He is going to have a thigh cut. Legs can kick forward and backward. I'm trying to be super careful because it is his right leg that is broken. He's going to have double jointed knees. Some very nice ankle rocker and toe hinge. The bottom of the feet also have that nice red, so you can do a jump to the sky turns to a rider kick. So he's got that. And to point out the broken portion, it was the right knee area, the connecting piece for the double joint, if you will. It just snapped into 3 pieces. And again, I'm not manhandling my figures, I'm always very careful with them, and the fact that it just broke to that degree, it's kind of upsetting. So I've been meaning to try and replace this guy just because I don't use him that often for photography now, but we'll see. You're also going to notice that this guy is, again, this is the Realizing Hopper. So this guy is different from the standard release, which is the Rising Hopper, being that the greens themselves, I think, are a little bit different in coloration, but he's also going to have the colors leaking, if you will, into the blacks of the suit to make him look almost like he's glowing. Backside. And I do like that. It really makes the figure different in its own way in comparison to that one. And he's also textured. The blacks on this guy are textured, makes him look really cool. He's an agent, I don't know, military guy. Very cool. You can also pull out the Progress key, which is supposed to be one solid blue piece. I did purchase some stickers from SHF Upgrade a couple years ago, specifically for Kamen Rider Brave, but it also had some for this guy, so I went ahead and used them on the key. So the key for this one is different than the OG release as well. But I mean, it's tucked away into the driver, so that's not something that you're really gonna notice. In terms of accessories, this guy is all hands. So he is gonna have a total of 4 pairs of hands and then 1 additional right hand. So number 1, you're gonna get the relaxed hands that you see on him right now. You're also gonna get, of course, a pair of fists, another pair of pointing/relaxed hands, gonna be the weapon holding hands. Even though he has no weapons, So I guess you can say this is for holding the key, but again, he has that. And then one single right hand more specifically for pointing or saying, you know, he's number 101, if you will. So that's all that he brings. But again, this guy, I felt like 01 was definitely more like a hands-on fighter, just, you know, kicking, punching, etc. So I think that's all he really needs. So for a quick size comparison, we're going to keep it simple. We're going to bring in two other Hopper type of riders. Number one being the SH Figuarts Shinkocho Seiho Kamen Rider Black right here, as well as one of the newer ones being Kamen Rider Gotchard Steam Hopper form. Ooh, my man, see? That's why I did not want him to fall over, and he did exactly that. These karate bugmen just can't. So, these guys look good, all stacked up right next to each other. I love them. I love Kamen Rider, and honestly, like, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and just leave them down in the comments below. I can talk about Kamen Rider at any point. So with that, let's finish up. So Kamen Rider 01 was a hell of a way to kick off the Reiwa era for Kamen Rider. I do think that it's a great jumping on point for someone that's never watched Kamen Rider to begin with. The show itself was very serious and comedic, and the figures themselves were really, really cool. So when it comes to this guy right here, Realizing Hopper, I would definitely recommend them. The suit design itself just screams classic and new vibes all together. And between this guy, again, Realizing Hopper, and the original Rising Hopper, I want to say there's like 4 different versions altogether of this particular suit that you can choose from. So you got some options. So if you got any questions, please feel free to leave a comment down below. You can check out my Instagram at gojiboy93. We're going to find photos of this guy as well as many other Kamen Rider figures in my collection. Until next time, guys, take care.